around, Chambers.
Come on. Where you at?
You didn't forget it.
Oh! I missed you so much, dear boy. Oh!
Look at you. Lucy! Frog, what is this?
Oh!
Let's get in here, boy. Let's get out. Come on. Oh, I can't wait to see the RV you got us.
Yep. It's a little beat up, but it'll get us to Big Sur.
Good job, son.
Dad, I don't have a good feeling about this.
Hey, this won't take long.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Why? Because if I don't, this trouble's gonna find me. And I gotta cut it clean.
Dad.
Stop. Listen. One more time. I promise, one more time, and we're free. Okay?
Said that before.
This time it's different.
Said that too.
I'll be back.
Yeah, boys. The prodigal son has returned.
Mr. Gates, the three of us were out.
What's that?
That's him out from the last gig. There should be enough in there to cover what I owe you.
Where do you think you're gonna go? What do you think you're gonna do? You cons.
Ex-cons.
Ex-cons. Sorry, sunshine, but the world's not gonna see you like that. Like an ex-con.
I just want a second shot with me and my boy.
That's just heartbreaking. But what you owe me ain't gonna fit in that bag.
Come on, Dad. Hurry up. Forget this.
I understand, but we just don't want any bloodshed. Mr. Gates, we appreciate everything you've done. We're grateful.
You're grateful?
We've changed.
Changed? You want out? Think about the things that we've seen and we've done together. Oh no, there's no getting out. Let me tell you a little story. When I was a kid growing up in Scotland, my old man used to breed chickens. One night when he was on his usual bender, I heard this noise coming from the hen house. And there was this red fox standing there with a hen in his mouth. So I raised up my hen field and I had him in my sights. Oh, he was there. I couldn't pull the trigger. Couldn't do it. So next day, Daddy dear is standing waiting for me with a leather strap. And he beat me with that thing for an hour. So later that night, when the fox came back, I opened up the coop and I let him in. And he killed every one of them chickens. And that was the last fox I ever let away.
Mr. Gates, please. Okay, we just want a clean slate. Okay, we did what you asked us to do. Please.
Sleep tight, Brooksy.
You're wondering why you're still alive, aren't you? I got one more job for you.
Never.
Oh, I think you will.
Dad!
Stop, son, stop!
Whoa, little league.
You do this job for me, you and the boy get to live.
The boy has nothing to do with this.
Well, that's a shame. And the boy has to die for the sins of his father. Shoot him.
No, 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 stop! Don't! I'll do it.
Dad!
Of course you will. Good boy.
Parker, we don't have to do this. You can drop the criminal charges and we can all just walk away.
What are you talking about?
May I?
Please. What is this?
That's the number my client's prepared to sue your client for. You see, he feels this number is necessary to ease the pain and suffering from the injuries he sustained from his fall.
You crack me up. See, this is about the criminal charges of shoplifting against your client, not some drummed up civil case.
You and I are just having a friendly discourse before we pass the point of no return.
I just think you don't want to go to trial because you know you'll lose. What's your win streak up to now?
39.
Wow.
But the point I want to make is that my client slipped on a wet floor in one of your client's national electronic retail stores.
Casey, he was stealing the TV.
It's not robbing if you never leave the store. I'm not stealing this pen. I'm merely holding it, openly in your presence, without any current objections from you.
The janitor will testify that he was running for the exit. That's intent.
Yeah, but aren't the cash registers right by the exit?
I think we'll take our chances in court.
Parker, what did the janitor say to my client immediately after the accident?
I'm looking.
His first words were, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry I forgot the sign. The big yellow warning sign that never left his cart." Now, an employee of your client apologized to my client moments after the incident, and he knew that he had duty of care to place that sign out so customers would know that that floor was wet. Now, I suggest you drop those charges before this becomes an actual lawsuit. Like I said, we can all just walk away. Oh, don't forget this. Have a good day, Parker. Now, before you go and thank me, don't. I didn't do you any favors. I was assigned to you because you didn't have a lawyer. I did what was my legal responsibility. Everyone's entitled to a vigorous defense. But let's get one thing straight here, Polo. If you end up back in court again, I am not going to be here to save your sorry tale. Nope. Don't even think about suing. A second chance is worth a lot more than money. Now go on, get.
After 10 years, I would have at least thought you'd have changed the locks.
Brew, you know you always did have a knack for being one step ahead of me.
My brother's in trouble.
He's always in trouble.
Not like this.
What's Jay gotten himself into this time?
It's murder.
Murder? Who'd he go and kill?
District attorney?
A DA, huh? Your brother's hit the big time, babe.
The arraignment's on Monday.
Back in Cherokee Hills?
I didn't know where else to go. How's your winning streak?
39.
Well, I'm glad her divorce wasn't for nothing.
Brew, now listen.
Will you defend him or not? You're the best lawyer I know.
You want me to defend your brother? The same brother that we've given a small fortune to? The brother who we've bailed out, dropped off, taken in, and rescued more times than a dog's head flees?
Yeah?
You remember the time he stayed over and stole my grandmother's silver?
Yeah.
Yeah, or remember the time he took Mr. Darcy?
Okay, look, my list is longer than yours, okay, Casey?
Right.
But Jay's family.
His whole life has been on a downhill roll. Are you really surprised that this is where he's landed?
Still wearing your watch? I remember buying it for you.
Stopped working a year ago.
So why don't you just get a new one?
Some things are worth hanging on to. Besides, I'd rather get it fixed.
Well, you may look different, but you haven't changed a lick. Still too busy.
Brew? What good's a winning streak if you're not willing to risk it?
Thank you, Casey.
Books, Bibles, magazines. Can I get you anything before lights out? Well, I got the Sands of Time. I got Jonah and the Whale. Crime and punishment. Crime and punishment, brother.
Hey, you tell Gates I did everything he asked, all right? I did everything that he asked.
Well, then you just keep on playing the game.
And that ain't part of the deal.
Because you got caught. Now, you don't talk to no lawyers. Don't titter-tatter your sister. You know we'll know if you do. If you do, well, you know what I'm gonna have to do.
Where's Kit? Where's my boy?
Where is my boy? Ooh. Safe. It's like a little bird in a hand. You leave one hand on my boy. Okay, one hand, and I will rip your throat. Oh, you gonna rip my... What are you gonna do? Go on hunger strike? You gonna write the lawyers? You gonna speak to the governor? You know, we know that you got an outside pinch hitter coming in. Your brother-in-law. I've always hated lawyers. Please. Please, just give me a half a reason to hurt him. Sleep sweet. Hey. Books, Bibles, magazines. Books, Bibles, magazines. Books, Bibles, magazines.
You look lost.
No, just calibrating. Looking for the courtroom where they're holding the Chambers case.
Ben Wainwright just sworn in as special prosecutor.
Oh, Casey McKay, defense counsel. Did they bring you in from another county?
Nope, brought me in from retirement. I was fishing in the Ozarks.
Really?
Yeah. They brought in Judge Thorne from 2 counties over for the case, too. Good luck with that. Courtroom's upstairs. I've always loved this courtroom. It's a thing of beauty. The windows are the original panes. Seats were refurbished from the original bleachers of Fenway Park. Go figure.
I'm glad to have run into you, Mr. Wainwright.
Please, Ben's easier.
Ben, I was thinking that before I met with my client here...
He's kin, isn't he?
He is, by association. He just sort of came with the ex-wife.
So it's a favor to her.
I was hoping to test the waters on a plea deal. 25? 40. Be out in 20. How about plead guilty to trespassing and carrying an illegal firearm?
You're looking for a leg to stand on. Don't you care that justice has done it all?
Well, that's why I'm here. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty, and as far as I'm concerned, he's already standing.
Well, Mr. McKay called me old-fashioned, but I think we ought to let truth decide this case. Your brother-in-law just graduated from ne'er-do-well to public enemy #1, so no, sir, there will be no plea deal, not for murder one, not for Henry Patrick Jenkins, a late district attorney, and certainly not for the likes of Jay Chambers, a man known to throw bricks at cars from the overpass.
Y'all have an overpass? Oh, hey, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna have to take notes. No, he's a murder suspect, but he's not gonna doodle me to death.
Sorry, judge's orders.
Jay?
I see my sister still gets you to do pretty much whatever she wants. So you here to save the day?
How about we start with saving your life?
You always were the least favorite of Prue's husbands.
Well, considering she only had one, I'll take that as a compliment. So what's the deal, Jay?
I don't know. Haven't you heard? I mean, I killed somebody.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I also heard that somebody crept into the courthouse wearing a mask and killed the DA, Henry Patrick Jenkins. That they've confirmed your fingerprints on the gun and your boot prints on the floor. But the thing that really made the executioner smile extra wide is the fact that they nabbed you fleeing the scene of the crime with all the aforementioned on your person.
What? What do you want from me?
How about you start by elaborating?
No, I can't.
Jay, what are you doing?
I remember you used to like puzzles, right? Read this paper. There's a good one in there for you.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Thorne presiding. The state of Georgia versus Stephen J. Chambers.
Counselor, your client's been charged with first-degree murder. How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
What are you doing?
You are not going to have a leg to stand on if you plead that.
Excuse me, Counselor, do we need to take a recess while you and your client discuss how he'd like to plead?
No, Your Honor, not guilty. Your Honor, I also like the motion for a change of venue.
On what grounds?
Several, Your Honor.
Such as?
Rather not have the jury sitting in the shadow of the crime scene, Your Honor.
The crime scene is what it is, whether your client committed the murder or not. Mr.
McKay, Your Honor.
Mr. McKay, there's been more blood shed within the shadow of that jury box than you care to know. This building stood between Sherman and the sea. There was the assassination of Judge Caliber in '63, the riots of '74. If I keel over dead right now, I expect court to be in session after lunch.
Yes, Your Honor. I just not sure that my client can get a fair trial of his peers in this community based on his past indiscretions. I feel that a local jury would have a difficult time looking past their own prejudice and preconceptions of who Mr. Chambers was.
Mr. McKay, this county is made up of hard-working, God-fearing, honorable men and women. I have no doubt that you'll be able to find a fair and impartial jury.
I understand that, but I'd prefer an outside jury pool, Your Honor.
Since you have the opportunity to pick your jury, you can strike anyone you deem unfit. The news of a murdered district attorney travels far and wide across county lines. I'm not about to ship that off to another county, not without evidence that he can't get a fair trial. Motion denied.
Yes, Your Honor.
We'll set the trial for November 10th.
November 10th, Your Honor?
Everyone has a right to a speedy trial. That's how they do it here.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned.
So 30 years ago, Prudence Chambers moved to Nashville. Whether it's big city inexperience or just ignorance, you and I both know if you wind up in the wrong part of town at the wrong time of day, somebody's gonna want your pocketbook. You take it black, right? But fortunately, she was rescued by a brash young lawyer who took down her assailant using only his briefcase.
A briefcase?
Like my grandpappy used to say, you don't pick a fight with a lawyer. Her assailant got 15 years in prison, and Casey got a date, and then he got a future wife.
What's all this?
Well, now, even though he's a natural-born Astros fan, Casey McKay comes from 3 generations of Texas Rangers. Instead of becoming a lawman, he became a lawyer. He moved to Nashville, won a couple of big cases, and then he put together a little streak. But then he and Prue got divorced, and she moved back home. I guess that's what you call career collateral damage.
Well, told me what I need to know.
Thank you. And what is that?
This will be a long, drawn-out trial that'll drag this county behind it like cans on a wedding car.
Well, maybe it needs to be shaken up a little bit around here. I'm getting bored.
Hey.
Hey. So, no plea.
From what I can gather, we're lucky Jay's not already swinging from a tree, so yeah, no plea.
So what's the plan?
I don't know yet. My brother's holding it pretty close to the chest, but he's hiding something.
Or maybe he's protecting someone.
What do you mean?
Maybe he's protecting Kit. I mean, no one's seen him since the shooting.
Say, do the words "go to Forbes" mean anything to you? Yeah, it's the best I can do right now, huh?
Boots. Frog.
What?
No, Boots and Frog are 2 of his buddies.
Now, how'd you do that?
Jay and I used to play word scrambles as kids. But Boots and Frogs were supposed to pick him up from prison. But then you've got to find your... Then you've got to find my nephew.
Yeah, what I need is an investigator, a good one that I can trust. Any suggestions in this town?
Yeah, I know someone.
Boss will see you.
Oh, okay. So I don't get to have my toys, huh?
Mr. X.
Gates.
Sorry about the rather noisy intrusion. Hopefully I didn't disturb too many of your guests.
No. Nice car, though.
Yeah? How is this hospitality business working out for you?
Well, it's a little slow these days. But as long as it keeps your knickers in a knot, I'm happy.
That's hurting my feelings. And it's going to hurt me even more when I do what I'm going to do.
You know, I could tell by your face that you're in a lot of pain.
Oh, now.
Oh, sorry. It's just a reflex.
Oh. See, You bring this on yourself.
Yeah, my first sergeant told me I was a glutton for pain. Or maybe that was my second wife. I get them mixed up.
Well, you must think you're a clever man, buying this little cockroach motel. Thing is, you forgot to get the parking lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need this plot?
That dog track's going ahead. It's inevitable.
I don't know. By the time I get done with you, I don't think you're going to be able to run for librarian, much less mayor.
You see? You do this to yourself.
Yeah, it was definitely my second wife that said that.
How about it?
Oh, no, here comes Gilligan. Need a stool there, little buddy? Can you reach me? That didn't hurt.
You go ahead and finish that off.
I've got a long memory, Lurch. Better make it good.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, perfect timing. Did you come over here and hand me a flathead? Right up there on top. Anytime, sweetheart.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a room.
Okay, just give me a second. Thank you. There we go. All right. There.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. Got myself shaving. Name's X. Oh.
So is that X like the one letter?
No, 2 letters, you know, like ex-cop, ex-marine, ex-bounty hunter, ex-boxer, ex-husband. You get the idea.
Well, the name's Casey McKay.
That's the rumor. Let me just run your card.
Sure. Business is booming, huh?
Oh, well, let's just say you're going to get the Eisenhower suite. Now, when I bought this place, it didn't come with a maid. So you're gonna have to do your own bedding. The sheets and the towels are in the closet. Breakfast down here at 7 a.m. every morning, and that's about it. I mean, if you need any of those little shampoos or something, I'm sure there's a box around here somewhere.
Look, pardon me for saying so, but innkeeper just doesn't have quite the same bravado as some of your past vocations had.
Well, there's a snake trying to build a dog track around here, and he wants this land.
Yeah?
You ever been to a dog track?
No, I can't say that I have.
You ever seen what gambling can do to people? Yeah. Well, it killed my mom. I saw blackjack siphon off everything that we owned. Gambling's a disease. I don't want that to kill this town. So, and on that note, I hope you enjoy your stay. I'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah, by the way, I hear that you're a PI.
Well, that license is expired too. I'm an ex-PI. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for a couple guys go by the name Boots and Frog.
Just the who, what, and the where?
Just the where for now.
I'll tell you what, I'll look into it, and then I'll just charge it to your room.
Fair enough.
Let me show you the way.
If this is the Eisenhower suite, I'd hate to see the Taft. Quite the fortified setup you got there.
What you want?
Well, I read your statement in the police report, and, well, I was just wondering if you might have any further thoughts on the Chambers case.
He deserves to fry.
Next stop. Hello? Hello? Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 25 Mississippi, 26 Mississippi, 27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi. Mississippis.
How'd it go?
Fine. Is X gonna help you?
We'll see how it goes.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Do you think Jay did it?
Doesn't matter what I think.
What matters to me?
I think that
Everybody deserves a vigorous defense and a fair trial, and I'll do my best to give them that.
I thank you.
for what? For doing this.
Why don't you repay me by letting me take you to dinner?
Why don't you go try winning me back, Casey McKay? You don't remember why you lost me.
Let's settle for a lunch.
No, we'll see.
Later, Case.
Later, Gator.
Hey there, big city. You think you can just roll up here with them fancy car and them boots and convince guilty men to plead not guilty?
Actually, it's called a trial. It's something that keeps troubled boys like yourselves from getting flushed down the toilet.
Chambers is guilty as sin, and you know it. So you just let him roll over and be done with it, you hear?
I'm gonna give you sin if you don't take your hands off my suit.
Just get him to change the plea, all right?
You backed me into a corner here, fellas, with no avenue for escape. So unless you step off, you're gonna be forcing me to fight.
Forcing you to fight, old man. I'm begging you. Huh?
All right. Y'all better start digging up mason jars, because when I'm finished dragging you across the law, you'll be so broke with fines, you won't be able to pay attention. My granddaddy took on a gang of outlaws with nothing but a pair of spurs and a buffalo bone. I reckon I can handle a lot of you. What do you think? Call an ambulance?
Oh, you broke my nose. I don't know. I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Maybe we should call the cops?
Nah, I think justice was served today. Ow. So who were those knuckleheads?
Mr. Gates, man.
One of those Hanyakers dropped this.
JC?
Jay Chambers. I gave one to each of my groomsmen.
Jay Chambers was one of your groomsmen?
Well, for the rehearsal, never made the wedding. Do you know Jay?
I know he used to be one of Gates' men.
You and I might be fighting different battles in the same war.
You know, I've never been good at fighting with words and paper. I'm drowning all that legalese mumbo jumbo, and I don't know a loophole from a lily pad. But I will be your PI pro bono if you'll help me fight this dog trap.
I thought your license expired.
Yeah, and so did my boxing license. I didn't hear you complain about that.
Got yourself a deal.
Comes with the room.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I know Jay Chambers. I was there when he caught Mr. Miller's field on fire.
Your Honor, I request this juror be removed on basis of cause.
Agreed. You may step down.
Well, I didn't know Jay directly, but my sister was his Sunday school teacher, and she said he was the meanest child in church. One Christmas, he put X-Lax in the punch. It was this eggnog-looking stuff. Of course, there was no alcohol in it. That is the devil's juice.
X-Lax doesn't sound any better.
Your Honor, I move to strike.
Ma'am, you are excused.
Well, one time he said...
Move to strike.
Can you believe he knocked out the broom right at the ceremony?
Your Honor.
You think that if presented with the evidence, you could come to a fair verdict?
I do.
Even if the punishment was death?
I believe we reap what we sow. That's what my mama taught me.
Your Honor, I'm good with this jury.
Your Honor, I object.
Will counsel please approach the bench? Counselor, you can't excuse all of the available jurors.
Fine. I'll allow him.
Thank you.
Great. We have our first juror. Bailiff, would you bring in the next batch of potential jurors?
All rise for the next batch of potential jurors.
Come in. Hey.
Hey. Remember when you used to do this to my dining room?
That room always had the best light.
Hey, boss, we're in business. Prove.
Hey, Solomon.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good, considering my advanced age.
Y'all are friends.
Oh, yeah, we go way back.
What, you didn't tell him? Prue and I used to date.
Date.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You need something?
No, but you do. This is Jason Frog Stidham. He's got a mother in a nursing home. She hasn't seen him in a week, and he usually comes by every Saturday. And this is Michael Boots Kilby. He's got a very scared, angry, and desperate wife. She hasn't seen him since Jay got out. Apparently, she overheard a conversation where they were planning to meet at a barn near the bootlegger path, which would be right here.
Gates owns most of that land.
Any idea what that meeting was about?
I'd say the three of them were there to cut bait.
Kid must have been at that barn too, because he went with him to go pick up Jay. Jay got that boy in trouble. He'd be lucky to fry.
We're gonna need to check that out.
Yeah, we are. Prue, can we change lunch to dinner?
I'm booked.
Tomorrow?
Thursday.
That's perfect.
Okay. Welcome to join us, X.
Hey, that sounds fun. I wouldn't miss it.
You know you're not coming to dinner, right?
It might look pretty, but the backwoods of Cherokee Hills is what produced all the Gates men.
And you?
I'm too pretty to be from the backwoods of Cherokee Hills.
Was this really that necessary?
No, we could have just taken your flashy sports car, parked it in front of a potential crime scene owned by a potential murderer, and then just see what happened. So you still got a thing for Prue, huh?
She was my wife.
So what? You've had three of them. Could try to get any of them back.
Yeah, but they weren't Prue.
That's true. It's been 10 years, man. Why do you care now?
I always cared. Just didn't know what to do about it. So what do you make of all this, X?
Well, people don't just vanish, in my experience. Somebody makes them disappear. So, bullet hole. That's a 45.
Yes, it is. It's a 9mm there, and so's that. And then take a look at this, different angle. That leads me to think that there's,
That's what happened to Boots and Frost.
I just hope Kit wasn't here when this went down.
Well, I'm not ex-forensics, but I'd be willing to bet that pinball machine that we're gonna find 7-shooters, because Gates usually runs in 7s.
I don't know. The most I can figure here is 6.
Well, there's no bullet holes on this wall, so maybe Boots, Frog, and Kit got ambushed. And if I was gonna do an ambush, I believe I'd do it right here. See?
6 shooters, 7 members of the gang. 7 members of the gang.
These guys are good. I don't see blood anywhere.
You know, my daddy used to take me hunting a lot when I was a kid. Put a lot of emphasis on me tagging my first deer. And then one day I found myself aiming at an 8-point buck. So, raised my gun and had that deer in my sights. But I just couldn't do it, so I shot high.
You couldn't shoot a deer? What a wimp.
No, not a wimp. I was just scared. We need to find who that is.
There's got to be some kind of link between what happened here and the murder of that DA.
Yo, Doug. Why is that sitting? My pocket's better folders.
Sorry. Come on.
Parking closer to the barn doesn't seem like such a bad idea now, does it? Come on.
Dusty, why didn't you hear that gunshot?
The train. I mean, everyone knows how loud it gets. Like clanging and banging like a gunshot every couple cars or so.
Get on the ground!
Down on the ground!
Get on the ground!
Down on
Get
the ground!
on the ground! Get down! Drop the weapon!
I'm dropping my gun now.
Drop the weapon! Get down!
Down!
Get down!
So you saw who standing over the body of Mr. Jenkins?
That fellow over there?
Let the record show that the witness has identified the defendant, Jay Chambers.
Thank you, Dusty. No more questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Mr. McKay.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Dusty, you like music?
Yes, sir, I love music.
Yeah. What kind of music?
I mean, really anything that moves.
Right. A lot of drums, cymbals, stuff
yes,
like that.
Absolutely, yes, sir. Anything that moves, like I said.
In fact, you were listening to music the night of the murder, weren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I listen to music every night, so.
Nice and loud?
Probably a little louder than my doctor would like.
Too loud to hear a gunshot?
Huh?
Well, isn't it possible, or even likely, that D.A. Jenkins was shot far earlier than you say?
Objection, Your Honor. He's asking the witness to speculate.
Overruled. Continue.
Well before my client even entered the building, long before the train rolled through town. Is it possible you didn't hear the gunshot?
I'm sure I would have heard a gunshot.
May I approach the witness, Your Honor?
Proceed.
Now, Dusty, can you identify this as your headset?
Yes, sir, it was my father's.
What I'd like you to do is put the headset on and adjust the volume to that level your doctor says is too loud.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want you to close your eyes and press play and raise your hand when you hear this book hit the floor.
Yes, sir.
Proceed. No further questions, Your Honor. Thank you, Dusty.
So how do we find this seventh shooter?
It's him.
Ratchet?
Mm-hmm. Nervous as always. He's the one. He's the one who aimed high.
Takes one to know one.
So, what was your last memory that evening?
I saw Jay Chambers running out of the building with a gun in his hand.
Now, it's my understanding that you've been robbed twice in the past 4 months.
Objection, Your Honor. Unless the defense wants to add larceny to his client's charges, how is this relevant?
Your Honor, if I may have just a little bit of leeway, I'll get to the point.
Very well, make it quick.
Now, you've been robbed twice, is that correct?
That's right, twice.
And you were able to call 911 during both of those robberies?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
McKay.
Yes, Your Honor. My question is, how long did it take the police to arrive after you made those calls?
Felt like a lifetime, forever. 10 minutes, maybe.
Now let me get this straight. It took 10 minutes for the police to arrive for your 2 break-ins. But those 4 squad cars made it to the courthouse in under 28 seconds after the DA was murdered. 28 seconds, give or take a Mississippi. Now, how do you explain that?
I guess they were called before he was murdered.
Objection!
Order.
Your Honor, that's conjecture.
Order in the court.
That's conjecture.
Sustained. Please strike that from the record. Jury, please ignore that last statement. Counsel, save your theories for your closing argument.
Yes, Your Honor. No further questions. I'm sorry. One moment, Your Honor.
Keep it brief, Councilman.
Yes, Your Honor.
How many cases the DA had before his murder?
guess who may have had a great big beef with the deceased?
Your good buddy, Archibald Gates.
And guess whose case suddenly got shelved?
My man Ben Winwright's gonna need to reopen that case. Thanks, X.
Counsel McKay, is there something you want to share with the court?
My apologies, Your Honor.
Pull! Pull!
Not bad.
You want a shot?
Nah, I'm good.
You wanted to see me?
I did. I want to encourage you to reopen your predecessor's case on Mr. Gates.
Well, all his cases have been shelved until they find a replacement.
But you could open them.
I've got enough on my plate with your client.
Yeah, I've read the case file. Spending more time investigating me than Jay Chambers. X has told me a lot about you. For the past 25 years, you've paved the way for men like Henry Patrick Jenkins. He may have been the pillar, but you've been the bedrock.
Why do I want to reopen this case?
Because I believe Mr. Gates had something to do with the DA's murder.
I doubt it.
Doubting one's doubts makes a second chance possible.
Falsely accusing Mr. Gates is a dangerous game, even for someone like you.
Paul. Reopen that case on Gates. Watch what happens.
New chapter. Love Prue.
Can I get you something? Pack of peanuts? A bucket of ice?
I do really like what you've done with the place.
Yeah. Really sets the mood.
Boss is waiting for you.
Turn around slowly, or else my daddy's gun is gonna blast you to the moon.
X?
Hey, we're busy today.
Mr. Casey.
Mr. Gates, I presume?
Well, it seems to me, as you're digging Jay's grave, you're shoveling some dirt onto me.
Oh, I'm not in the business of digging graves.
What are you in the business of?
Justice?
Well, I get my own justice, Mr. McKay.
Hey, look, don't sugarcoat it. Just threaten me like a man and then walk away. See, I got a date tonight, so...
I wasn't threatening you. I was just giving you a friendly warning.
Same difference.
No. You see, a threat would go something like this. You try and pin some dirt on me, my voice here will put you in a grave. Yeah, that's a threat. Now, a warning be more like, well, I support your search for the truth. If you slander my name in the process, I will sue. I mean, that's a threat too, isn't it? Yeah.
Colt single action 45. You know, some folks say that's the gun that Wyatt Earp used at the OK Corral, but that's not true. He actually had a Smith & Wesson Model 3.
Good eye.
And my daddy was a collector. I have his Colt single action 44 and his double action 41.
Wow. Did you know this? Billy the Kid used to carry them. He's called one Thunder, the other one was Lightning.
That's right. You know, I also have my daddy's Winchester 73 tucked away in my closet for the uninvited, so to speak.
Wow. It's very rare to meet another aficionado.
Oh, you would have loved my daddy, and he would have loved this town. All y'all acting like it's the Wild West. Between you and X, I'm just surprised you don't settle this at high noon.
It's not a bad idea. We think, Solomon. You and me, high noon, middle of the street, shoot it out for this little rat motel of yours.
If it's just you and me, anytime, any place.
You see, Solomon now, he's on the other side of the coin. Me, I was born dirt poor, but X's mama was very good at making money. See, everything I have, I went to the dog track. See, I gambled everything, went all in. Made me the man I am today. So the opportunities around here to make it rich are very slim. So I just want to give people a chance of success like I had. You understand?
You don't strike me as a gambling man. Actually, I think you're the kind of guy who likes to stack the deck in his favor. And I'm willing to bet that you had something to do with D.A. Jenkins' death. And so I'm going to stick around till you're behind bars. Now that's a threat.
That was.
And so is this. Your pet snake over there, Geraldo, if he doesn't give me my watch back, I'm going to throw him head first through that pinball machine.
I'd like to see that.
Shouldn't have talked about my mama, Gates.
Come on, boys.
Now, Casey, by law, am I allowed to start shooting yet?
I don't know. Are they trespassing?
Oh, they're definitely trespassing.
Then yes, sir. You can legally start shooting.
You gonna get that?
Oh, well, if you don't mind. Yeah, might be important. Hello? Yes. Why, yes, we do have vacancies. Well, good. We'll see you in a few. Thanks. Hey, good news. First customer.
Actually, you're second.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, second.
You know, Mr. Gates, I can't help but notice that you're one man short. Ratchet, is it?
Yeah. Yeah, Roger's sick.
Right.
I'll give you this. For a lawyer, you get teeth.
Yeah, not all of us start out as lawyers.
Well, I'm really looking forward to talking guns again with you.
I'm sure we will.
Soon.
Soon.
Come on. Let's go.
See you, fellas.
Geraldo.
Whoops.
Y'all forgot something.
God!
Pick him up.
Come on, we gotta check on Prue. Bring that scattergun with you. Gates was one man short. Let's do it. Prue!
Don't you do it, Casey McKay.
Hey, take it easy.
Would you mind lowering the gun, please?
You're late.
Yeah, well, we were busy. What are you doing with that shotgun anyway?
Seen us ringing my doorbell after dark?
Bad guys don't ring doorbells.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking any chances.
Besides, where have you been? We've been trying to call you the whole way up here.
I've been busy. Come on. He was worried Gates had gotten to me. Scared me to death.
Sorry, Prue.
Hey, kid. Good to see you again. Why don't you go on and take a seat? Glad you're safe. Been worried about you. So where you been?
Hiding?
Yeah? Why?
It's okay, kid. You can trust him.
Uncle Casey, my father, he killed Mr. Jenkins.
And you know this for a fact?
Of course I know. Okay, my whole life he's been telling me he's gonna change, telling me he's not gonna make the same mistake twice. He was right about that. He made him 1,000 times, and look where it's gotten him.
Look, I just came to see Aunt Prue to make sure she was safe before we get out of town.
But how do you know that he killed him?
I was there.
D.A. Jenkins is a problem, and he's a liability. That ends tonight. You understand? Or you can end up like Boots and Frog. And a boy.
What happens when it's over, huh?
Come on back here. I'll be gone. You and your boy here can ride off in the sunset for all I care. And I don't, because you're dead to me.
We're gonna get in that RV, right? Check the water pressure in the shower.
Get in the cab. Quit stalling.
Hey, the three of us?
The four of us.
The four of us gonna be in that RV soon.
The four of you? Wow. Who are the other two?
It's okay, baby. You can come on out. Uncle Casey, this here's Stella.
Man?
So these two have been married a year now.
I sent you an invitation.
Now, kid, about the gunshot. Did you actually hear it?
Well, no, there was the train and sirens and a bunch of commotion.
Get on the ground!
What about my dad?
Oh, your daddy's going back away for a while, boy. Hey, don't you think about it. Get back in there. Hey!
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You
have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, be provided.
Watch your head.
Well, I used the money we'd saved to buy that RV, and we've been hiding out in it ever since. Moving to a new spot every day.
Say X. Ratchet wasn't there tonight. You think you can find him and flip him?
No, probably.
Great. Kit, I'm gonna need you to hide out here.
Uncle Casey, we're leaving town and you can't stop us.
Now look, Kit. If the prosecutor gets a hold of you now, we might as well buy the flowers for your daddy's funeral. Now, you may be done with them, but I know you don't want that.
No, sir.
Bert?
Yeah.
You got today's paper? I think we'd better send a message to Jay.
Yeah.
Got a package.
He wanted me to scare the DA off his scent. Scare him from digging around Mr. Gates' personal affairs. Wanted me to wear a mask, gun in hand. He just wanted me to scare him. That's what he told me.
How do I know you're not lying just to get a deal? And why is it now that you're willing to testify?
Because I'm gonna be a grandfather. And my boy's gonna be a father. I will spend an eternity in prison before I live to see someone hurt them, okay? Now, right now, they're safe. Man, I'm just nothing but a con with nothing to lose, but a second chance to gain.
He was blackmailing.
He was gonna hurt my boy.
You were right. Henry had begun an investigation on Gates. There's not enough proof yet to bring him down, but definitely enough to scare him. If what he's saying is true, there's no telling how far Gates will go.
I think the DA had already been shot before Jay got to him. And then Gates set him up. Gave him the same gun with the same used shell still in the chamber. In fact, I'm convinced of it. 30 years of breaking the law, Jay never once used a gun.
You really think they were listening?
We'll see.
You think it'll work?
It better, or Jay's gonna be found guilty.
Well, Dusty can't seem to fix the power over there.
What do you mean?
The whole back section has been out since we got started.
Ben, I'll catch up with you later.
Ed Jenkins.
We're postponing the closing arguments for a new witness. Will J. Chambers please take the stand? Mr. McKay, your witness. Mr. McKay.
Your Honor, I'd like to request a short recess.
On what grounds?
Your Honor, I could use that recess as well.
We'll take an early lunch and reconvene in 2 hours, sharp.
What about the plan?
They jumped the plan.
You wanted them to jump.
Yeah, but not with Prue.
Listen,
Jay, I'll handle it.
if you're not back in 2 hours, I'm gonna plead guilty, all right? No one else is gonna get hurt because of me. This ends with me, Casey.
I hope that's enough time.
I guess they really were listening.
You didn't tell me that your great-great-granddaddy was the man who chased Cutthroat Jim out of West Texas.
You didn't ask.
Yeah. There's a few legends in your family, isn't there? Rangers, all that kind of thing. See, that got me thinking how someone like you could possibly get close to me and maybe even try and bring me down.
Well, you see now, if I was one of them, you'd already be swinging at the end of a rope. Now, where's my wife?
Prudence. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get Jay to incriminate himself, and you are going to get out of my town, and we're all going to get back to normal.
No, it's not going to happen. How about you not cut a deal?
No. Why would I do that? I'm the one holding all the cards.
You're holding all the cards, huh? Well, not if one of your boys here is willing to testify against you.
Never gonna harm.
You think? You didn't know you had a weak link, did you? Yeah, I didn't think so. Take a look right there. You see that? You see, one of your boys didn't shoot to kill. Now you got a fox in the hen house.
Here's my offer to you. All the aforementioned and your informant. And you get to get that wife back. Or is it ex-wife? You think of that?
Let me ask you a question. Do you believe in second chances?
No, I do not.
Well, neither did I for the longest time. At least not for myself. Not until I realized how badly I needed one. See, Gates, I've been aiming high my whole life. But today, I'm willing to level it out for you.
So this is the way it's gonna go down, huh? Well, it was always gonna come down to this.
Okay, jig's up, losers. Just relax and put the guns on the ground. Sorry about that. Thank you. Hey, Casey! Found Ratchet. He really was out sick.
X, Prue, go ahead and get him out of here.
One at a time, orderly fashion. Somebody help old Stumpy there. Right this way.
It's over, Gates.
Nothing's over. It's never over. Nothing is over.
Nothing!
See a little D. Jenkins? He tried to aid me. I shut him down. I'm gonna do the same to you. Once I've got you out my way, I'm going after Jay. Yeah! I'm gonna get him and the little baby. They're never going to be safe. Never! I'm just going to finish the whole thing off. We're getting you Prudence, and I'm going to keep her from myself. You hear me? So what do you think, boy? You man enough? You man enough? Come on. Come on. Come on!
That's your second chance.
You best just kill me.
Nah, I don't think so. I'm more interested in the truth. X, call the cops and tell them we got their murder suspect.
Good afternoon, County Courthouse.
Yeah, hi. I need to get a message to Ben Winwright immediately.
Well, it's about time.
Very sorry, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I've been presented with new evidence, and the state would like to drop all charges against Jay Chambers.
Well, now I've seen it all. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Ben.
Are you kidding me?
You're a free man. Oh, okay there, Dave. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Kit.
Thank you. Kid, it's a new start, boy.
A new start, boy.
We won.
Sure did.
Now, could I interest you in buying a hotel?
I'd consider a negotiation. First, work on getting that third customer.
That's a good idea. Maybe eBay.
Look at you. You kept your streak.
Oh, streak. That old thing.
Maybe you have changed.
Maybe. Look, Prue, I'm sorry. This may sound a little cheesy, but I owe you an apology. I'm sorry for fighting for everything else in my life but you. Well, that's all I have to say about that, but If you'll have me back, I'll never quit fighting. For you, for us.
They finally made it there in that old RV.
All right, I knew they would. Hey, babe.
All the rooms in the house. How come you had to set up in my dining room?
Because that room's got the best light. Hey, easy now. I got a system going on there.
I don't even have an office.
Lyra.